Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are on season 2, episode 5 of The Last of Us. In the last episode we had Dina finally realizing that Ellie is immune and also that she's pregnant, so there was a lot of big reveals in the last one. And they're still on their mission to Dita Abbey and I am nervous about it, so without further ado, let's roll that intro and see what happens. Here we go. Question is this going to be now or in the past? I mean, she's in gear now, so I think this will be now. She was in normal clothes when she met Isaac.
Your soldiers are loyal to you. I think they're worried we're gonna execute you.
If I was getting executed, Isaac would have come himself.
There's a shooting near the borderline between us and the Scars. If it's war again, we're gonna need all the soldiers we have, so he's wondering why you apparently killed some of your own men.
Including Leon.
Leon? What happened?
My unit is responsible for
Securing the hospital. I know your orders. I gave them a lease. What happened?
all that was left was the basement. We were expecting the worst, the kind of environment they like. The stairwells here, and here caved in. The only way in or out of the basement is here, the stairwell. So yesterday, that's where I sent a squad down to B1. The whole floor was empty, not even rats. Hoping for more of the same, I sent another squad down, and I put Leon in charge. A few minutes in, he radios back. There's cordyceps on the walls, the floor. 5 minutes later, he radios again. But this time, he was struggling to breathe. I thought maybe he had been bit. He said it's in the air.
Pause.
Seal us in. I knew it wasn't in the vents, or we would have all been infected weeks ago. And we locked the only door to B2, and we locked the only door to B1. We sealed them in.
But I think she would have rather heard that she was a traitor and just deal with her than it's in the air now.
The hospital's a resource we can't afford to lose. I'll inform only the people who absolutely need to know and no one else. You resolve the situation permanently and heroically. We owe you a debt. I'm sorry about your son.
It was her son. Holy Jesus. I just can't fathom the amount of loss that this type of world has. Like, it's insane. There's no reason, how do I word that? It's no surprise, should I say, that the people that have survived in this world have been changed and they appear quite cold, but really it's that they care. It's just that they've experienced so much of it that they can proceed without it really affecting them.
What? They have a big-ass generator down there. Natural gas, baby.
Wait, what? You want to take that, right?
You'll find a safe way to get us to the hospital, though, right?
You're putting a pin in that and being like, there's a generator in this place. We need to go and get it.
Can I help? No. Why? Because I'm stupid?
That's not the word I would use.
Really? What word, then?
Non-school oriented.
Fuck you. I'm in a school. Let me help.
I'm triangulating. Get a bearing of their troop movements and then triangulate back to their bases. I mean, if I had a protractor, it would be a lot more accurate.
Oh, I actually brought a protractor.
You did?
No, I don't know what that is, and I hated math.
Ellie,
Yes?
Oh, you guys need to stop with the cuteness. This is too much for me. Wow. They're doing things on their own, though. Like, is she going to be able to hear you if you scream from there? Probably not. Buildings like this are just so incredible. Oh, we're going to get another show? Girl, you better run to Dina right now. Wait, was that...
Did you figure it out? I think so, yeah. Good.
Wait, what was the rumble? It sounded like it was... like infected, like movement.
They're pretty evenly spread out, so they're watching that entire area. There's a gap between here and here. We cut through and slip by.
What is that long-ass building?
No clue.
It's a big fucking something for them just to ignore. Why aren't they patrolling it? Infected.
Probably. We pop out behind their patrols.
She's not gonna want Dina doing this.
First floor, far end of the north wing.
Wait, how the fuck do you know that?
They never shut up. I hear everything.
Middle of a fucking war and they're just broadcasting their positions.
You know those people they're fighting, the Scars? We already know they use bows and arrows, right? You ever hear of Amish people?
Amish people? No.
But they chose to live like it was the 1800s. Maybe the Scars are like that? These motherfuckers talk on the radio like they know nobody's listening.
It's good. They're overconfident. It gives us an edge.
It does, but what we're doing is reckless, so kind of a wash.
If we were to leave now, it'd be dark by the time we got to the big fucking something, right? Let's go be reckless.
I didn't think she'd wanted to do this. I really didn't. How does she get her hair so freaking perfect in an apocalypse like this?
Are you sure this way is safe?
You don't trust me?
I trust you. I don't trust Seattle. How about this? What are you gonna name it? Huh?
You can start by not saying it.
If it's a girl, Ellie. If it's a boy, Elijah.
Really?
No.
Why? It's a cool name.
What the fuck?
Wait, is that a picture of their god? The prophet?
We shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have dragged you here. You're having a fucking baby. What am I doing? Do you want to go back? I'll take you back. You don't need to do this with me.
You know, you never asked me about the first person I killed. When I was little, we lived in a cabin in a forest, and there were scattered families around. And I would get so bored cooped up with my mom and sister, I would just beg them, just let me play outside. But one day I just fucking did. Now, you already know how this story ends because I don't live in a cabin north of Santa Fe anymore, and I don't have a mom or sister anymore. How do you think this one goes?
I don't know. Raiders?
Just one?
You got home. They were dead. He was gone.
Almost. He was still there, and I ran back with my gun out, but I was too slow because I was fucking 8, and he looked really startled. And when I shot him, he looked more startled.
Fuck, I'm so sorry. How did you get to Jackson?
Doesn't matter. This is what matters. Whatever reason Joel gave those people to do what they did, he didn't deserve that. What if I hadn't snuck out? What if my mom and sister were beaten to death in front of me? Would it make a difference if my family had hurt his people first? No. And if I hadn't killed him, I promise you, I would have hunted him down forever.
That's why she's so passionate about this. I kind of love Dina.
I'll go back if you want, and I'll keep going if you want. If I die, it's on me.
Just the thought of that, though.
Keep going.
Oh, that was heavy, wasn't it? But again, that's the thing. Like, her family were beaten to death, and she saw the aftermath, but not the event. Oh, well, she saw them killed, sorry, but not the event.
Do you see anything? No, let's go.
Ellie had to stay there and watch Joel get beaten to death. It wasn't a quick life for a life.
Hurry, down.
It was torture.
Cover me.
Oh my god, they're stressing me out. The long building was like an office. I'm also nervous because it's in the air, so Ellie should be okay,
There are
but
2 more positives. The searchlights are up high to
Dina?
scan the outside, which means there'll be no line of sight to the inside.
Good.
That door's open, and nothing's come out to kill us. Yet. Great. I'm gonna take a peek.
Yeah, you should do that. Because you're the one who can't get infected.
you've all got your skills, girls.
How does it look?
Haunted but empty.
Huh. just like us.
She is brilliant.
There's no fucking way this entire place is empty. But simple logic, it's not gonna be a horde, right? So we've got maybe a few strays and a couple clickers.
So spores. There's going to be spores in here, isn't there? Guys.
But shooting has to be a last resort. Okay, because if the wolves hear gunfire, then we'll have a whole army up our ass.
Fine.
If it gets bad and we have to make a choice between shooting or running, we run.
Last resort. I got it. Oh, you think that no matter what happens, I'm just gonna start firing?
Literally every single time. And that's exciting. That's one of the reasons I love you. But I do want to make it out of here.
You love me?
Oh, I know. So tell me again, what's the plan?
If she dies, guys, I'm gonna be so angry. Honest to God.
Here we go.
And I feel like they're building to her death so bad right now. Oh. No, it's not an office. Is this a hospital?
So far, so good.
I could have missed a sign or anything. I wasn't spotting anything.
Do you hear something?
No.
So this way then?
Yeah.
Lots of windows in here. Let's be careful. Dina.
They're going to be stalkers in here. These are the worst ones. These are the worst ones.
Fuck is that? And why is it hiding? I think it's a smart one. Like the one that stalked me in the supermarket.
Okay, but you can kill that one, so we can kill this one too, right?
Listen, if it's like the other one, it's gonna be fast and it's gonna be sneaky. Now that fucker's gonna try to flank us. So I say we flank it first. We split up. Whichever one it follows, the other one comes up and takes it out from behind.
Oh God.
Plan.
If she gets bit. Wait. No. 2-on-2.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Let's go back the way we came.
If we run, they're gonna chase, so we have to go slow.
Nah. I'm over it. I'm literally over it.
You see that fencing over there? I'm gonna lure as many as I can. You're gonna run in there, secure the gate, secure it however you can, and stay in there. I can get bit a lot. You can't. Do as I say. Go!
What's to say this? Oh my God. Oh, gunfire everywhere. No. Someone else is there. Who's this? Who is it? Jessie! Oh my God.
Hey! I was watching. They didn't fight her. Jesse, I swear!
We gotta go.
I have never been so happy to see that man. Jessie, you utter legend.
Don't stop! Keep going!
So these are WLF. Shooting back. Why do they always run in the middle of the road? Like, get to a side so you've got cover, please. Oh, they're going into the secret garden. There could be stalkers in here.
We don't go in there. Chasing to the park, heavily armed.
We don't go in there. We don't go in there, so that's...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, scars. This is where the scars live. Is this their territory or something? They don't want to cross into their territory.
Jesse,
James. Team Rocket. I'm sorry. I'm a nerd.
Impressive triangulation, by the way.
Thanks, that was old Dina.
Trust me, I didn't think it was you.
The Shade.
You came alone?
No, me and Tommy. We split up when we got to the city.
Oh, Tommy's close as well.
But you two were gonna die out here, so we snuck out the next night. It's a good thing we did.
You know what would have been pretty fucking good
Up until what?
Yeah, you need to be thanking him here, really. Let's be honest.
Is Tommy okay?
Hopefully. We're supposed to rendezvous in the morning.
If I hear a fecking whistle in a minute...
Maybe I'll go home.
No. Ellie.
I knew it. Flashbacks to The Walking Dead. I just thought, what about their horse?
Wait, I'll join. I'll join you. I'll join you. I know things. I know what Isaac is planning.
That's how they join them, though. That's why they're joining one by one, not because they want to.
Knows only lies. So taught the prophets. No.
Oh, Jesus, I don't want to see this, do I? I'm not going to want to see this at all.
No.
It's going to be worse than the frying pan incident.
He is nested in sin. How are you three?
No!
I'll leave them away. Get her out. Go! I'll meet you back in the theater. Fucking go!
She sees. She watches over us all.
What a crazy person, man. You can protect it against bites, Ellie, not bleeding arrows. Oh, I actually need this. God bless her for being a tiny little being. She looks familiar. Is she from The Handmaid's Tale?
May she guide us.
May she guide us.
Blessed be the fruit. She is. I think I just saw her moving then. God, she got out there a bit quick. I'd be like setting up camp in there, but like, this is my home now. This is where I live. One with the squirrels. There'd be no squirrels there, let's be honest. There's the hospital. That's because they wanted to go home, innit? This is very silly. This is a very, very silly thing to do. Plus, Dina's just had an arrow to the leg.
Not sure. Checking it out.
They're just gonna think it's an animal.
It was a critter or something.
Yeah. She's so tiny. She can get away with stuff like this. Oh, it's Nora.
You're all set. Put that shit down.
She's done it. She's actually done it.
You remember me? Yeah, you remember me.
What do you want?
Where's Abby?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Tell me where she is and maybe I let you go.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have. Or maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of Jackson. Nora, where's Abby?
I'm sorry you saw it happen. No one should ever have to see something like that. At night, I still hear his screams. It was a terrible thing, the way he died. Yeah. Yeah, the little bitch got what he deserved.
Motherfucker! Intruder! Shoot her!
She's gonna let the spores out, isn't she?
No.
He's gonna let the spores out. It's gonna wipe out everyone without her even knowing it, and she's gonna survive because it doesn't affect her. Me too. Alright, well, she's put holes in it. Yeah, because they're all freaking out now about the spores being released. This is a plot twist. I should have thought about this, really. The second I saw her in this hospital, I should have thought about that. I should have been quicker. Yeah, you can see it floating about. And she'll see Nora now having a slow, painful death by the spores. With not a bite on her. Yay, nay? Yeah, this'll be Nora now. Oh no. Constantly pumping out of his mouth. These are everyone that he's trapped in, isn't it? You'll see Leon. Yeah, Leon. Yeah, Nora's now coughing. I wonder how they've done the little floaty bit. It looks really cool.
Stupid bitch. Spores. We're breathing spores. We're infected.
No, you're infected.
Did I?
Weird that I'm not coughing. Did she know? They did know about her. They did know about the girl that was immune.
The immune girl, you're real. Yeah. Where's Abby? Don't you know what he did? I don't care. You don't care. He killed everyone in that hospital, including the only fucking person alive that can make a cure from you. That was Abby's father. And Joel.
She now knows.
Joel shot him in the head. That's what he did. I know.
He knew all along.
Where's Abby? No.
No, Ellie, don't do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this, man.
Where is she? No. Where is she? Where is she?
No, obviously she knows she's dead, Ellie. Like, she's not gonna tell you. For God's sake. Flashback.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi.
What? They're gonna hit me with that now? They're just gonna leave that episode like that. Really enjoyed that episode. I did. There was a lot going on, and I like that each episode feels quite fast-paced as well, but we still get those one-on-one quiet moments. It doesn't feel rushed in any way. That scene at the end is one that I think is of so much importance. Not only the little dream sequence that I have to think about now, but the one between Ellie and Nora. When Ellie asked Joel way back when that big question and Ellie accepting it. Having seen this episode now, I'm thinking she knew back then. She knew from the get-go, she knew that he was lying. But she decided not to confront him about it. Possibly because deep down she knew that if she is killed in that moment and they get a cure, her life would be no more. But also Joel's life at that time would have felt like no more as well. Like, he gained such a big connection with Ellie during their time together that she did become like a daughter. So when Ellie knew that he was lying, I think that was the moment she knew that, oh, Joel like truly cares for her. Joel has just sacrificed his own life and many, many others for hers, and she's never had that before, ever. She's always sort of been used or lied to or anything like that. And yes, this is a lie, but when Ellie can look at him in the eye and know that it's not, then to her, that lie is for her benefit, not for the selfish reasons. But I've always been one of those viewers that can see it from his side as well and know that these doctors would have happily took her life to save others, and Ellie would just be no more. And knowing the type of people and everything else, like, Ellie would have just been forgotten about. It would have just been, you know, some girl that's immune. Like, even Nora said, oh wait, that's you. You're the girl that was immune. There's no name attached to her. There's no honor attached to her. And I believe that it wouldn't have been, even if she was sacrificed in that time. It would have been the doctors that received all the praise. And they probably would have hidden the fact that they killed a young girl to get that cure. Again, it's all speculation. I don't know that that's gonna, or that would have happened. It's just the feeling that I get, especially with Nora just saying, you're the immune girl. I am surprised at Nora's reaction to Ellie there, because there was a bit that I was like, oh, she still hears the screams, like this is gonna be tough for her, but then it wasn't, just attacked her or whatever. I guess for all of the wolves, it's a case of you killed a bunch of people that we cared about. So no matter what, they deserve the suffering. And again, it's that topic I spoke about in the last episode. Because even with this one, when Ellie's beating her with a pipe, I don't approve of it. Like, I don't think it's the right thing. She knows she's dead. She knows she's not going to give anything up. She could have been killed there instantly and moved on. But obviously Ellie's allowed that rage to build, and she's let it out on Nora. And I think it's those moments that really can change a person, not the lives that you take, which obviously alters you dramatically, but it's the actions that you do. Similar to Dina's story with her parents. She was 8 years old and she shot the intruder that killed her family. And it's changed her, she has to live with that. But she didn't capture them, slowly torture him, force him to look at what he's done and all of the rest of it. Because the end goal is that they're going to be killed anyway. It's not a lesson learned, is it? It's not. Because you're taking their life at the end of it anyway. And I think that is the difference. And hopefully we get to hear more of Ellie's inner dialogue when it comes to her thoughts towards Joel's decision and what he did during that time. Because to me now, hearing what Ellie knew, I'm thinking about when Joel attacked Seth for using a slur against Ellie and Dina. And she said then, like, I don't need you. I don't need your help. I don't need you to fight for me. And that has even more weight to me now, because that could have been her way of saying, like, you're making these decisions for me. Like, you're taking away those decisions for me. Like you did when the hospital were going to take my life to find a cure. I don't believe that there are no other doctors, though. There are always doctors. It's getting to those doctors and yeah, finding them. And if they have the skill set to form a cure, I find it hard to believe that the only way to get a cure would be the death of Ellie, though. I don't believe that at all. What I do wonder is if the story of Ellie, if anyone knows what happened for Ellie to get to that point, so that they can potentially do the same thing and recreate that same thing, so that at least the population to come will then be immune. Because Marlene knew what happened. She was there when that happened. So surely that legacy, that story is what they should be focusing on. Not the baby that's immune. It's how the baby became immune. I don't know how this story ends. I don't know the story of The Last of Us. Can't help but think that that should be the end goal. Is how to create that. I mean, if they can find a vaccine and inject it with all those that are currently living, then that would be amazing. But at the sacrifice of a child, surely the focus should be on how the child was created. I'm going on a tangent. I realise that now. Let's focus back on this episode. So, a few key moments in this. The Dina Ellie thing, I do feel as though they keep emphasizing their relationship, and obviously I love it. I'm all for it, but at the same time it makes me so nervous because it's sort of building to Dina dying. And because they did take Joel's life, I'm just nervous about everyone. I mean, for all I know, they're going to take Ellie. Specifically Dina, the way that Dina's become such a focal point of this season, and I adore her. I think she's a brilliant addition because Joel was such a fantastic character, one of a kind. Like he was so grumpy and so broody, and so you'd think that you wouldn't really want to be around a character like Joel, but he had this charisma to him as well, and this haunted backstory and everything else that you just can't help but fall in love with him. So for such a strong character to be killed in a horrific way like he was, those are some big shoes to fill. And I think that the show has done an amazing job at really showcasing Dina within this season and making her such a lovable, charismatic character as well, and one that we want around. And especially how Ellie bounces off of Dina as well. There's a different side to Ellie that we're seeing now that we didn't potentially see when she was with Joel. So I'm enjoying seeing this journey between the two of them. So if anyone could fill those shoes, I'm glad that Dina has done that. As well as the Ellie-Dina ship that we have right now, which again, absolutely adore them. Even when I'm seeing the smaller scenes like her mocking her about her math and tutorage, or lack thereof, for Ellie. Those little moments I really, really like. It's also when they're out in the field, Dina really knows Ellie. She does. Like, I love you, Ellie, but you do love to shoot a gun. Cut 2 seconds later, she's just firing like a wild woman. So yeah, I'm enjoying seeing the humour within such a dark time. But that fear and that worry that I have for Dina's safety when she's in that cage and they're ripping it out, I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's it. In my head, I'm already checked out. I'm already like, okay, well, Dina's gone. Lovely. Do I continue watching this show at this point? And yeah, luckily, Jesse comes in and saves the day. So it's nice to see Jesse with the girls again as well. Obviously now he's had to shoot off with Dina getting injured and Ellie going off on her own tangent. But we also know that Tommy should be close by, fingers crossed. So hopefully they'll be safe and Dina will be fine. I'll bandage her up and she's a-okay. My worry as well now is that Ellie is within the hospital where the spores are. She lets them all out to wipe out all of the wolves, but that could also hinder Tommy or Jesse if they're going in to save her. And even worse, like letting those spores out into the environment then from there, it could potentially reach Jackson and it's game over. Because I love Ellie, but she doesn't really take a beat to think about action. She's very impulsive. Yes, they could potentially trap it within the hospital and wipe out the wolves within the hospital. I get that. And obviously all the wolves are aware that the spores are in there and to keep it sealed. They know that. Because they freaked out as soon as they saw what happened. So maybe the wolves will contain the hospital. Obviously I hope Ellie gets out of that at that point. But just to reiterate that if those spores get out, it's the end. Like, that's how serious it could be. Like, that would be the end. I mean, it's looking like the end anyway with the cordyceps and the situation of the world currently. But if it's in the air, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other situation. And I'm sure there aren't enough gas masks in the world to keep the human life afloat there. I'm wondering as well if they end up escaping these spores and some of the wolves spot Ellie, capture her, realise who she is, probably through Abby, etc. And then the leader could potentially be like, oh, you're the immune girl. Okay, well, you stay with us now. We make sure that nothing happens to you. And we're going to go on the hunt for a doctor. And they can take your life, but save all of us. It'll be that reverting back into time, like when she was captured and locked in a room. It's going to be that all over again. Unless Tommy or like that Jackson can help in some way. Oh my god, I don't know how it's going to go. I really don't. And that scene at the end is playing on my mind quite a bit. He just seems so happy to see Joel in that moment. So I'm assuming this is just before, like when they just arrive at Jackson. So before she ends up semi-falling out with Joel, maybe before he has a conversation with her and lets everything out what he did. And that's where her mood came from. But at the loss of Joel, that was when Ellie's realised why he did what he did. And if the roles were reversed and it was Joel that was immune, Ellie would have probably made the same decision. And then maybe that's when it's all clicked for her. I don't know. But I do believe that the research shouldn't have stopped with, okay, we'll take her life and I've got a vaccine and everything else is done. GG's. I don't believe that at all, because there has to be another route. There can't be this one immune person in the entire globe, because there won't be enough stuff for a vaccine to save everybody. And then when they give birth, what's to say that they'll also be immune then? I don't know how the vaccine would work. Science, if there's any scientists in the chat, please let me know how things would work. But I'm finding it all fascinating. I really am. And I love the characters in this show. And hopefully Dina's going to be okay. These Seraphites, man, I'm not vibing with at all. They give me major ick. Like, I can't deal with it. To take a hook and slice the guts out of people to say that they're an offering or that they've been saved now. I just can't get on board with that. I can't. I'm sorry. It's not my way of thinking. And having said that, don't be thinking that I'm like, oh, okay, well, the wolves are all top-notch people. We need to save them, because I'm not thinking that. I know all humankind is flawed in some way, and even their approach, like Ellie beating her with a pipe there, didn't need to happen that way. But again, there's just something about the hangings and the slicing, like these offerings. It's not a bit of me. It really isn't. But I do think that was another key point as well, when he says, oh, I'll join you guys. I'll become one of you. It's fine. I'll tell you what you need to know and I'll become one of you. I was like, that's why. That is why they're growing. Because they're forced into it and then brainwashed into that way of living. Which is quite interesting when you think about it. Because when Isaac was in Fedra and he saved the young lad because he didn't know what was going on. And then when Isaac tortured the scars, it cut to hit the young lad, obviously a little older now. He's then said, Isaac knows what he's doing. They're animals. You could look at it as in, he's been brainwashed into this way of thinking. Like, there's a lot of similarities within every single group. They might go about things in a different way or have different beliefs to some extent, but you strip all that back, it's all survival and what we need to do to win. Like, be the best, be successful, keep going on, being able to wake up the next day and survive. Yeah. Very, very interesting stuff. Love that episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. If you did, give it a like. Let me know that you did. Maybe subscribe to the channel as well. If you'd be so kind. I'd love to have you. I have all of these in their extended form over on Patreon as well, so if you want to watch them, check it out. I've got so much content on there right now, guys. So yeah, plenty to binge if that takes your fancy. While we're on about Patreon, I want to give a massive shout out to all my members. A special one to my sponsors in that Mark of Jane tier, keeping the content alive. I love you all so much. Thank you for doing what you do and allowing me to keep the content coming. Appreciate you. But until next time, goodbye for now. Speaking of said dat pack, let's quickly take a comment from there. And today I've chosen Liam, and Liam says, "Don't shoot her." Don't worry, Ellie knows the special kung fu that can beat any woman. This definitely tickled me up. So this is referring to my 204 reaction and the Dina Ellie scene that we got. And yeah, Ellie definitely took care of Dina in that moment. I did find it a little random, just because of everything that they've been through, and then somehow they still led to that. But again, at least we had that scene afterwards where Dina sort of opens up about the why now thing. So it made sense in the end. Yeah, you get yours, guys. You get yours. I do just want to say before I sign off as well is Liam is my moderator and the creator of my Discord. He's done amazing things and he's been a massive help in my community. And I'm very, very grateful to have him around. And Liam, I know you're going through a difficult time right now. And I just want to say that my thoughts are with you. And if you need anything at all, the community is here for you as well. And that, yeah, we're very lucky to have you. So, yeah, thank you for your comment. And I hope you're doing well. Don't forget, guys, if you would like to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. Maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.